Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to the final part of the adult Skullcrusher tutorial. Alright, so he's pretty much almost done. We just have to put his stomach on and stuff him, and then if you wanted to wire him, we could do that too, okay? So let's do that. Put his tummy on. So I'm going to use white, and then I'm going to put some green stripes on his belly. Alright. So here we go. I'm taking 2 white bands at a time here, and I'm pretty much going to be filling up this whole loom. But first I'm going to go across the top. Okay, so I went across the top. I'm going to take a green band. Or you could use brown. I think I'm just going to use green. Take a green, stretch it all the way across. Okay. And now we're going to put 2 more columns on. Okay, take another green, stretch it all the way across. Take another green. Stretch it. Sorry, those were dirty. Oops. Oh, you know what? I want to put one more stripe here. One more across here. Across those 4. Okay, if that looks bad after, we can always take it off. Alright. So, we can cap off here at the corner. I'm wrapping the band around, creating 4 loops. Alright, and I'm going to be putting whatever your body color is. Mine was green. I'm going to be using green around the edge. So I'm going to push all my edge bands down. Okay. And I'm going to put a green band on all the edge pegs. You don't want these bands to be stretched out though, so try to pick nice tight ones, okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to dig down past this cap band to grab the first set, which is the 2. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, we should put on some more horizontals too. Yeah, let's do that. So just taking 2 white bands at a time. I'm going to put 2 here, and 2 here, and then I'm going to double loop 1 and put it here. Okay, and put 2 here. This also can help hold those loose bands on the edge. Double loop 1 here. 2 here. 2 here. Double loop 1 here. Oops. Double loop 1 here. And you know, and I'm also going to do it on the sets that have the stripe band, just for extra support. But we don't want those loose bands to get tangled up in there, so just, you know, be aware of that and make sure they don't get tangled up. Ah! I hate it when they fall off. Urgh. Grower, you have to stay on. Okay, okay, and here I'm just going to stretch them all the way across. Okay, so just checking to make sure all my edge bands are on. Okay, yeah. I know, I'm just going to continue with this. Okay, so I'm looping over. Here you want to dig down and grab the top two, these two, and dig back down, grab these two. I'm going to go all the way up the edge. Make sure you just grab the white bands, not the stripe band, okay? Because sometimes that wants to get caught in with the other bands. Don't let it, just grab the white. Ooh, why is there only one band there? That's not fair. Man, this guy's stomach is taking a lot longer than a lot of the other guys' stomachs. Urgh, and this is only the first part. Urgh. Mwahaha. It's alright. He's worth it. He's pretty cool looking. Alright. We're gonna tie off the ends. I'm gonna use my hook from the bottom just because I feel like my fingers are gonna make the bands dirty. Sometimes when you rub against the white bands too much, they look dirty, so I'm gonna use my hook. My dog running around. Okay, I'm going to pull all the edge bands outward to the side. Okay. Oh, he's gonna be such a chunky monkey. Okay. Let's do the next part. Yay. This is this similar. We're just taking the white bands. Oh. But, you know, just follow me here. Because we do want to put the stripes on again. Ah! Flick the bands at ourselves. Lift up these two because we want to put a stripe across. So pick a nice tight band to do the stripe. Okay, can replace those. Lift up these two, take another band and stretch it across here, replace those two. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix something. No, this is not the way to spread them. There's another way, let me think here. Okay, these two we're gonna move like that. We're gonna put two here. We're gonna put two here. Like that. Okay, and here I wanna fix this because this isn't right either. This I'm going to move to here, like that. Okay. Sorry, it's just a perfectionism thing. Has to be perfect. Or else. This would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. Hold on, guys. 1, spread out to 4, stay 4. This should be stay 4 too here. Okay, so I'm gonna take these 2 off. Okay, place these, take these 2 off. Okay, I'm gonna move this back down to here. And then I'm gonna go like that, right? Spread to 4, stay 4, stay 4. Okay, then spread to 6. Perfect, like that. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Okay, now take green. And we're gonna bring it all the way across, just like we did earlier. And we're just gonna continue going across twice and putting the straight band on every 2 sets. Or every 2 rows, actually. Okay, stripe. Okay. Get out of there. Alright. Put our green bands on the edge. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to push down my edges a little bit, just like I did before. Okay, I'm gonna put nice tight green bands along the edge. Okay, now we want to put those horizontals on. So, 2 at a time. Double looped here. Alright, I need to open up a new bag of white here. Yay, okay. Now we're going to take our tummy, we're going to turn it so the stripes are facing down, okay? And we're going to attach all the ends. Okay, so this one goes around here. That loose green band should have also been wrapped around there. Same thing on this side, okay? So the loose green band is nicely and neatly wrapped around with the white bands. I also want to put 2 green bands here at the top edge, okay? Like I did before. Alright, I'm going to loop up this second column. We're doing the same thing we did before, just looping the bands. Without catching the green bands. Pumpkin pie, you're a bad girl, you barking girl. She's a bad girl. I told her I was filming. I don't know why she's barking. And now she's running around. She's so cute. I love my doggie. She's my baby girl. Do any of you have dogs? Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, taking 3 bands of a random color, tying off the ends here. We have one more little section to do. Yay! Take off these tying bands in the middle. Just pull the edge bands out. Okay, almost there, guys. Alright, just a tiny section left. Okay, we're taking the white bands, starting from the 6th one. So the 7th to the 8th, or the 7th peg from the top. Okay, take a band, stretch it across. Okay. 2 white bands here. Double loop one here. Double loop one here. Oh, let's put our loose bands on first. So let's cut a loose band here and here. Double loop a white over. And let's do that here too. Just because we want it to be the same across the whole stomach, because it might look a little weird if the bands weren't placed, you know, never mind. Just trust me, that's all. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take those loose ends and make sure the stripes are facing down. Okay, attach your loose end around these 3 pegs. Okay, make sure the loose green bands are around the peg as well. Okay, and I'm going to loop up this set up to here. This set up to here. I'm sorry, I just don't like it when when the loose edge bands are tangled, because then it looks weird after. So I'm just trying to keep them not tangled. Okay, I'm going to take 2 of the green bands and just tie off the end here. And we can pull it off. Yay! Don't need your loom anymore for this project. That stripe looks silly now. Okay, great. So all the edge bands, make sure they're all pulled out. Turn your stomach over, make sure there's none like stuck in anywhere. Okay. Take your guy, and we are going to be attaching the stomach. So we are holding him upside down. The skinny end of your stomach, the skinnier end is going to go with the tail, and the thicker end is going at the base of the neck. Okay, now this is how we're going to do this. If you have fiber fill, we will be stuffing him as we go along. Okay. I am going to, let's see, okay. You have the light green set here and the dark green. I'm going to go through this dark green set here, so it's the second one. Okay, I'm going to pull. Okay, if you look at your stomach, you have, do I have 3 at the top? I have 4 sets at the very top. This one I'm going to pull through that. Okay, so the third one there. Okay, pull that one through. Now I'm going to turn. I'm going to grab that with my finger. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. So this first, if you turn him right side up, so you see this first set of green here behind the red. Okay, that's what we want to grab. Okay, or we want to go through. So we want to go through from above, but from the top. Go through that set of green and pull through the next loose band through that. Okay, now we're going to take that first band and we're going to stick our fingers through it. Oops. And grab the second band. Okay, so essentially we are stitching this together, put that second band through the hook, and now we're going to go through from the top the next set in line and pull through the next band. Make sure your stripes are facing up on the stomach so that they won't be inside of him, okay? So we're just going to essentially stitch them together. We're just going along this side first. It's going to be fat, but he is supposed to be. Okay? He is supposed to be fat. Hopefully he won't be too fat. Okay, now once I'm about, let's see, so I have 2 more loose bands and then the 2 tying bands. Once I'm there, I'm going to start to rotate the tail as I attach, okay? Just because otherwise the tail's going to probably look pinched. Okay, so now I'm going through the underside. Actually, first, just kidding. First I want to go through, so when you have 2 left, first I'm going to go through just the side with 1 band and then the underside on the next set with that other band. Roar. And then with that tying band, I'm going to go through this set here. So half of this set. It's going through half, okay? And pull a tying band through. And then this we can kind of just hold in place with like a pencil or something. Okay, while we work on the other side and stuff him up. So we're doing the same thing on the second side. Okay, pull that first band at the top through that second set here. Okay, then we want to go from the top. Grabbing the next set in line. You want to try to make this as even as possible on both sides. Because we don't want him having a crooked tummy. And we only want to go partially down because we want to stuff him. Okay, so okay, so once I've gone partially down, it doesn't really matter exactly what band you're on here. I'm just gonna take some fiber fill. If you don't have fiber fill, you can use like tissues, but honestly, fiber fill is the best to use because it can get wet and not get ruined. Okay. Stuff that cavity. You don't want to overstuff it, so you don't want to stuff it to the point where the stuffing's popping through the sides. But you do want to stuff him pretty good because he is pretty fat. Oops. The phone. The phone is ringing. The phone will be right there. Not. So I'm continuing after I've stuffed him up a little bit. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to stuff him a little more here. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Aww. Oh, guys, he is so cute. I love him. I think he is so cool. Oops. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist with this. It's like... Okay, again, once I'm 2 sets away, plus that tying end, I'm going to gradually come to the inside and pull it through. And then this guy. Pull through, I think, what is it, this one? No, this one. Okay. Okay, so now I have these 2 loose ends here. Aw, let me just make sure I like the way he looks. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. I'm just going to stuff up his tail a little more, so I'm actually just going to undo a couple sets here, just so I can stuff up his tail. Because I forgot about that. Okay, don't want to overstuff. Okay, so now I am fixing. Okay. Alright, I got my 2 edge bands now. What I'm going to do, my 2 end bands, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, pull them through, Okay, I'm going to put a C-clip around them. And just tuck them back in there. Okay, there we go. Haha, so there's your adorable Skullcrusher. Oh, I love him. Oh, he's so cute. He's so fat and cute. Haha. Daddy. Yay. I'm done, son. Woohoo. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hannah, I hope you like your Skullcrusher. I hope you make him if you haven't made him. If you're just taking a look now, definitely make him. Show me pictures, everybody, on Facebook and Instagram. See the links in the description. Also, I have my Etsy shop in the description. Right now, at this point, there's not much there, but I will be adding more eventually. Okay, depending on what sells, I will be adding more, okay? I hope you enjoyed. You can also always wire up his wings and pose them and his feet and everything, so feel free to do that. Okay, guys? I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Good job if you made him. He was tricky. Well done. See you for the next tutorial.